Little Vishy gave himself a lot of room and tried to drive it through the offside field and hit it absolutely straight at Mike Brearley at short extra. There was a tremendous cloud of dust, very difficult for us to see from here, but it certainly carried on the up very comfortably to him. Very disappointed. I thought he played quite brilliantly in a little cameo of an innings. And he was coming up. That's what emerged, yeah, below us, and fading over the top to see. Yajavindra Singh, no doubt. Yes, it is. Round Johnson friend. Yes, that's pretty nice talking about him. And he batted so well in the first innings, carried his bat, and impressed a lot of us. One now has to wonder about how he'll react to the pressure upon him, and we can expect to see Yashpal Sharma, not terribly experienced in the test field himself, take over as senior partner. He's the man who's been in for some time, and he's waiting at the batting wicket for a word with Yajavindra Singh, who will have strike. There's no question of their crossing. Little conversation, basically. Are we carrying on? Waiting for instructions from the dressing room, perhaps, yes? I would have thought undoubtedly they must carry. Oh, they must carry with 5 wickets left. Well, ours is not the reason why. I'm getting all poetic. I'm thinking, paraphrasing Shakespeare, and thinking gentlemen in India now abed will think themselves accursed they were not here. As Willie comes in and bowls. And Yajavindra Singh plays an absolutely dead bat shot and sets off for a single. Willie following up, make sure that he doesn't get away with anything. Henry V, Brian. Willie in again. Goes to Yajavindra, who goes down and swings in wide of mid-wicket. A good old-fashioned pike. They've taken one. Guard is out there on the boundary. No more than one, but I think that is the statement of intent. We're continuing to go for them. The field is spread even further and wider for Yashpal Sharma. He's been in for some time and he's on 15.
34 minutes.
34 minutes at the wicket. Willie bowls, and he flicks it round the corner. And there could be a run out here. Edmonds throws the bowler's end, but lobs it too gently, and Yajavindra Singh, who was 2/3 down the pitch, got back. That is the end of the over, so he'll have to strike. 16 overs gone, 4 remaining, and 27 runs required by India. A little bit of panic stations there, and it wouldn't surprise me to see a run out occur, because obviously every run is possible. One would think their answer is not to go for the big 4, but to carry on chipping away 1s and 2s with this very deep set field until they come to the last 3 overs. If they'd seen a lot of Sunday League, or more particularly Benson Hedges, Gillette, that's the way they know to drop it in front of them and run one. And chip and drop. Chip and drop, or advance down the pitch. They're not going to be LBW. Take it as a leg by or single, what have you. Both in its aim. It is. Bowls. Yajavindra Singh, it's an appeal for it must be out. Swinging across the line, he was forward, but certainly he was right in front, even though a long way down, and India now 411 for 6. And Botham, once again, showing his tremendous asset to the England side, picks up another wicket, straightish ball, swung in a little bit, and swung across the line, LBW on the front foot, not very happy, obviously, disappointing situation. Wanted, the victory was still there to be had, but it wasn't necessary to throw across the line. No, it did. Drop the bat straight down beside his pad somewhere. It looked as though there from the replay he was not swinging across the line. It looked to us here to make it out that he was, but there it is. We'll see it again. Certainly. Yes. So it's... Who have we here? Ready? Is this?
The captain.
Oh, Venkataraman. Come up the hour, come up the man. And he can hit in a fairly... rustic fashion. Yes, rustic fashion, and as you said, and no one would even think of disagreeing, that isn't what is required at the moment. There are depths everywhere. The wicket-keeper is the nearest man to the stumps, and he's about 12 yards back. We have a point by the umpire, who has got his back to the sun, And he's the next nearest at 35 yards away, and Botham is in. Bowling to Venkatragavan, who, I won't say cuts, but gets one off the edge down to third man. He's going back for the second as Willis throws. Trifle laboured is in approach and the return. 2 runs to Venkatragavan, 25 now needed. This is the 17th of the last 20 overs. So, India still going for the kill, going for the great prize. And how are they fixed for this record number of runs in a 4th innings, Bill? That must be into play at the moment. They need a record number to win. In all, Botham bowls to Venkatragavan, who drives it quite pleasantly out on the offside, not with a very good wing from the bat, and the ball goes straight to Butcher, and there's no run.
Well, if they won, it would be a record. The highest draw match in England is 423 for 7 by South Africa against England here in 1947 when they were set 451. The highest to lose in England is the 440 which New Zealand scored at Trent Bridge in 1973, which was A.R. Lewis's last Test match.
India need 25. Venkatragavan with a strike. Botham bowling. And Venkatragavan turns it to mid-wicket. Edmonds fields, throws at the stumps, but Bairstow has a long way to get up to them. It's a single. The batsmen are home. Yashpal Sharma with a strike. Goes up the pitch, has a look at all kinds of spots which might be causing offence. 24 is now the target. This is the 17th over. 3 to come after this. Botham in. Yashpal Sharma. Nice and loose and relaxed throws and just plays it back down the pitch. And little did they know that they could have taken a single there. 1 ball to come in the over. How often one sees this in the Sunday League, in the one-day games. Just drop it at your feet and run. And providing the batsman follows through his stroke and the non-striker is backing up, there's no power on earth can prevent their getting home for a single. Not with a field like this. Botham bowls, and it is clipped off his toes, it's over-pitched, it goes down to long leg. Clark is there. It's just a single off the last ball of the over. 415 the score, 23 required, 18 balls to come. The odds, I think, probably have now gone back to an England draw. A long conference between the 2 of them. They've got to keep chipping the singles, but they also now need a couple of 4s. Yes. Although, if they were to hit a single off each ball of the next 2 overs, 12, then we're going to have a marvellous finish. Yes. And now the field is now being redistributed. Really, after a conference with Willie, now has 3 men attempting to save the one on the square, and Willie bowls a full pitch, which is turned down to deep square leg by Yashpal Sharma. Perhaps not a bad ball under the circumstances, although the full pitch at Hendrick or Botham or Willis's speed is a little more difficult to score from than one ball at Willie's pace. Venkatragavan with a strike. He's on 3, Yashpal Sharma is 17. Willie bowls, and Venkatragavan drives through the extra cover gap. There's a chase down there by Brearley. He's just going to overtake the ball short of the boundary, and they have taken 3. Now that makes a bit of a difference. 419, 19 runs wanted to win. 2 overs to go after this one. 16 balls. 16 balls, 19 runs wanted, 4 wickets in hand. And surely now at no stage will the Indians give up the chase and put up the shutters as Willie bowls. Fine stop on the edge of the square by Botham. Pounces like a tiger on the ball and cuts off any chance of a run there. Yashpal Sharma clipping it away off his toes. Willie again. 4 short paces. Bowls. Sharma goes down the pitch. Turns it away. It's 1. Botham's on it like a shot. And there's a possible run out. He's out. Venkatragavan is run out by Botham's lightning throw to Bairstow, and India are 419 for 7. If he'd gone from the word go, he would have got in quite comfortably. There was a moment of hesitation by the striker, and Venkat making his way back very sorrowfully. And once again, who's in the action, Botham? Yes, hadn't had a bad series. You can't keep him out of it. You just can't keep him out of it. Applause for the Indian captain returning more than usual crestfallen to the pavilion. And now I've almost forgotten who's left in the batting. There's Reddy, there's Beddy, and Garbury. Garbury, who is not the worst batsman, has been known to get runs at a fairly high level of cricket. My colleague's busy watching the replay of the run out there, but it's not easy because the cameras are at both ends and not at the side. Garbury is the incoming batsman. It will cause a few problems in the field and a further delay in the proceedings because he's a left-hander. How many balls done, Bill?
4 done, so there are 14 left in the match.
14 left and 19 runs wanted.
The England victory is possible now.
England victory is possible, yes. Both sides can win this incredible test match. Really sorting out his field for the left-handed Garbury. 2 balls in the over to come. And now they have closed in more than somewhat. They have Gower and Butcher on the square on the offside. Just 3 men on the offside. The remainder distributed all round the onside boundary with just 1 man on the square, both of them. And a few moments ago we saw his value there. You can't leave this man out of your reckoning at any time. Willie is going to go round the wicket. The left-handed Garbury. 2 balls in the over. The 18th of the last 20. Bowls, and Garbury turns it on the leg side. There'll be 1 run there, a long chase in for Graham Root. And they're taking 2, and he's just safely home. Fine throw by Root, straight over the top of the stumps. But good running by both batsmen there. Garbury safely home. 17 wanted, 13 balls to come. Garbury off the mark with 2. Willie to complete this over. Bowls, and this is mishit uppishly through where gully would be if there were a gully. No run there. So the situation now is 12 balls to be bowled, 17 runs required by India to win. Alternatively, England have to capture 3 wickets.
Well, you can't ask for more than that. It's a marvellous climax to a marvellous test match. I think the odds are now must be on a draw. A long conversation between the 2 batsmen. This over, they really need, I suppose, 17. They really need at least 9.
And I can tell you that John Edrich will be in a bit of a state because he had actually decided on Gavaskar as the man of the match and indeed the man of the series. Unless something dramatic happened. Well, what more can Botham do to get back into it? He's bowling now to Yashpal Sharma. Yorker, dug out well. Well bowled by Botham, an approving grunt from behind by Freddie Truman. Good straight Yorker, and Yashpal Sharma couldn't do one thing with it except keep it out of the stumps. 11 balls remaining, 17 runs wanted. 3 wickets left. Botham in once more. Bounding in and taking great care with his deliveries. Pitches it well up again, but not the Yorker length. It's 1. Are we going to take 2? Parker's in. Pounces on it. Magnificent pick up and throw. And Burstow breaks the stumps. But Yashpal Sharma is home safely. 2 more runs. 4:23 the score. 15 wanted to win. Off 10 deliveries.
Wonderful bit of fielding there. Really, it came in very, very fast. The throw was flat and hard and accurate. Unfortunately, Yashpal does run very fast. Very, very fast indeed.
That was on a par with Randall at Old Trafford in the semi-final of the World Cup, I think, when he ran out John Wright. Flying pick-up. And that superb throw all in one movement. Still, it's 2 more runs. The Yashpal Sharma, who is on 19 and now faces Botham again, is in, and he's wrapped on the pad, and he's out. He's out. A shout from Botham, and Yashpal Sharma looks as though his world has collapsed about him. Botham, on the other hand, looks as though he's got a vision of the Holy Grail and Shangri-La at the same time.
Well, it's Botham again. He can't keep away. He bowled it straight. It was a very good over, this has been. I think he probably played across the line as he normally does,
And a little forward, but not all that far forward, a straightish ball. Oh dear. Well, India's inexperience in this sort of situation is showing English cricketers geared to the requirements of one-day cricket and all this kind of frenzy and excitement, better able to control the situation. But an hour ago, India virtually had the test match won. Now, are they going to save it by trying to play out the remaining over and a bit? Or will they still go for it? 15 runs wanted. Only 2 wickets left. Well, the chances are against them getting the 15 runs. And I would have thought that the draw is the most likely result. Which, from every point of view, will be anticlimactic, won't it? England won't pick up their win money for winning the test. Ready is to be the batsman. The responsibility of the world upon his shoulders at the moment. The responsibility of honour or glory for Indian cricket. England apparently still prepared for India going to the runs. The field still widespread. Botham bowls and Reddy comes down on a very good ball indeed. Stabs it out and does some running on the spot exercises. And there's no run there. 8 balls remaining in the innings, 15 runs wanted, or alternatively, England require 2 wickets. And as the initiative swings, in comes the field, or at least 2 members of it. Edmonds going to short leg, Gower coming up from long on to mid on, and Botham having a conference with Brearley, which is all good humour, all smiles, a little friendly jostling, because Botham loves to seize people in a grip and crunch their shoulders. He runs away from us now, bowling extremely well here. And again it's straight, and again it's almost a Yorker, and it's too far up for Reddy to do anything other than play defensively. And this will be Botham's last ball of the Test series. And how well he's served England in this over in particular. He's saved them from a defeat which seemed out of the question throughout yesterday and indeed early this morning. In he bowls and raps Reddy on the pad, starts to shout, gives it up with the ball, is round about the leg stump and going away. But that's the end of Botham, except for when the honours are handed out. 423, 15 runs required by India of the last over, or 2 wickets by England. And the situation really, I think in many sort of times that one would bring back one fast bowler. So with 1 over to go, you wouldn't expect him to get hit for many runs, and he could well clean them out. Although a man who at test level is a novice officer. Interesting. And what will Jarvis do? Because he likes to hit the ball, but no doubt the instructions are clear. We have tried so gallantly to win this test. If we fail nobly, but let's not throw it away. Willie Bow, Garvey is forward, defensively, and the shutters are up. 5 balls to go. We won't worry about the 15 runs required. Can England take a wicket? Brearley redistributes his field, calling in the deep men, and now, suddenly, the whole scene is changed, and Garvey finds himself festooned by slips and gullies and short legs as England go for the kill. Ken Palmer can't see for the cluster of men on the offside. He's standing with his back to the sun, so he goes across to the leg side where normally he would be and gazes into the sun. Pulls down the brim of his Panama hat, and Willie comes in and bowls to Garvey. It's a full pitch, and it's driven straight back past Willie down to the almost along on boundary, but Willis comes round takes it, and that's 1 run. The total 424 for 8. 4 balls to come in the Test match. England need to capture 2 wickets to win. Field being very carefully checked. Gower is pushed even deeper at long off, while another man is brought into the close field. So most of the eventualities have been covered, and the release is in, bowling to Ready, who swings it away on the leg side, and it's going to be 4 runs. 4 runs, and what a brave effort at this stage. 3 balls to come in the Test match now, and 10 runs required for a win. And all is not lost as far as India are concerned. 1 moment ago they were trying to save the game. Really brought his man in. Now he's pushing them all out again. Or not all of them. Because he's got to keep his options open. There could be a lot of money in ink for this, for England in this if they were to win. But now another conference is taking place between Brearley and Willie. 3 to come, is it? 3 balls to come. And if anything loose comes up, I suppose Ready will not spurn the chance to force victory. We now have a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket, and we're going to get a second deep mid-wicket. But we also have a short leg and a silly point. Willie in. Ball to Ready, who goes forward and plays it back down the pitch to the bowler. So we now need a 6 and a 4 if India are to win. And a bit of rather useful bowling if England are to win. Back come the fieldsmen. Every ball creates a different situation. Really now has restored 4 close fieldsmen. 2 balls to come, 2 wickets required by England, 10 runs required by India. Willie is in. Bowls and Ready drives on the offside. It's only going to be a single as Willis lumbers in from deep in the outfield, and they call it a day. Botham picks up the stumps, dashes for the pavilion, the crowd invaded, the match is drawn with India 429 for 8 wickets. But if ever a side made the most glorious attempt to snatch victory from an impossible situation, it has been India here today. A glorious effort by India, an exciting finish contrived by some good bowling and fielding by England, a magnificent day's Test cricket, and it's been a privilege to be present and watch it.